Howdy. My name is Nonat, and writing campaigns is hard. Like, hard. I almost always run homebrewed content because I like my adventures to be completely unique and unpredictable. But there are days where writer's block strikes hard, and no matter how hard I try, I just can't get a word on paper. Well, today I'm working with fellow YouTube tabletop creator Lunch Break Heroes to show off their brand new Kickstarter that will help alleviate this problem. Introducing the Deck of Many Quests. This is a 200 card deck that uses 3 different types of cards to help you create a completely unique adventure. Now before you click away, yes, this video is a paid sponsorship, but no, my opinions will not be biased. I will be giving my full thoughts and opinions on this product near the end of the video. That includes pros, cons, and who this product is and isn't for. Before we get to that though, let me explain how they work. There's a few different ways to utilize these cards, but the most basic way is to pull a quest card. Now, quests will give a brief description of the adventure ahead, but will often have blanks for creature and item. You can either fill these in with any creature or item you can think of, or draw a random creature or item card from the appropriate deck. For example, one of my favorite quests is That's My Bridge. A troll has been run off from his bridge by creature. The troll seeks your party's help in reclaiming his bridge. Now you can either fill this creature in yourself, maybe it's a manticore, maybe it's a bandit, or you can pull a random creature from the creature deck, and that is what took over the troll's bridge. For example, a cat the size of a dragon. Once you have all the cards you're going to use, you can really start to get creative with it. How did this cat take over? Why does the troll need the party's help? Well, maybe this troll is deathly allergic to cats and can't even go near it. Well, it needs the party's help to clear out this massive cat, whether that be by killing it, leading it away, tricking it, bribing it with something. It's up to the party to figure out how to do it. This specific example could be a great way to get your party through a new area to make travel a bit more exciting. Normally trolls charge an exorbitant amount of gold to pass their bridge, but maybe if the players do this for the troll, they let them pass for free from now on. Now what I really appreciate are the stars on these cards. Every card has 1 to 5 stars on it. This indicates the danger and power of these cards. The 5-star quests specifically make for amazing campaign-long arcs, like this one, The Final Name. One by one, the stars begin to go out. No one knows the cause, but it's only a matter of time before your own sun winks out of existence. The only one who seems to know what's going on is a sentient item. You could write 1,000 different campaigns with this card alone, and they would all be radically different from each other. So what do I think of these cards? Well, let's start with the pros. First off, I think they're incredibly easy to understand, tons of fun to read, and tons of fun just to play with. As a kid, I adored Mad Libs, filling in random noun or verb, and this is literally tabletop RPG Mad Libs to make an adventure. You can either fill them in yourself or draw cards to do it for you and play with a completely custom randomly generated quest. These cards are great at digging you out of those creative holes you might find yourself in. Even if you don't use the cards themselves for what's written on them, they are great to draw inspiration from. Maybe you don't use the troll on the bridge. Well, maybe it inspires you to do something else with a bridge in your campaign. It gives you ideas to bounce off of, and what you do with those ideas is completely up to you. On top of all of that, the cards are system agnostic, so you can use them regardless of the system you're playing, as long as it's a fantasy-based system. Now, of course, there are also cons. The most glaring issue for me is that many of these cards require some amount of homebrew. In the example given before, you're gonna struggle to find a stat block in your bestiary for a cat the size of a dragon. So you're going to either need to make your own stat block, or find the closest thing and tweak it to your needs. On top of that, these cards don't write any details for you. You're still going to need to come up with the NPCs, their personalities, the encounters, other enemies around it, etc. So who is this product for? Well, this product is for those of you, like myself, who enjoy playing completely unique quests that nobody else has ever done before. pulling out random cards to give me a quest to use, and then making a space for it in my campaign is so much fun for me. And like I said, it's helpful to get that inspiration to dig yourself out of those creative ruts. On the contrary, if you only like using pre-written adventures because it's all there and ready for you, these cards might not help you much. Now don't get me wrong, you can absolutely customize, add, and subtract anything you want from an adventure path, but I know that many groups use these modules because they don't have the time to write their own. No matter how you use these cards, it is going to take some time to flesh out the idea and naturally implement it into your game. If you already don't have enough time to write, edit, and insert your own content, this isn't going to save you enough time to make that more possible. Personally, I love these cards. I plan to use them in both of the campaigns I'm currently running, if anything, just for inspiration to keep me writing. If you want to support the Kickstarter, there is a link right at the top of the description and in the pinned comment that will take you right there. A simple $5 one-time pledge will get you the PDF printable copy of the Deck of Many Quests. $20 gets you a physical version, and there's even more rewards beyond that. I'd like to leave you now with one of the best ways I think you can implement these cards into your campaign. Picture it. Your party is in a market, a fairground perhaps, and they find their way through the crowded streets into a run-down old tent. Inside is a small, elderly woman with a deck of cards and a rickety table. For a small fee, she promises to tell the party's fortune as clearly as she can. She asks 3 of them to step forward. She shuffles the cards and deals them out in 3 decks, 1 in front of each character. At the same time, the GM places 1 deck in front of each of the 3 players themselves. Each player, and simultaneously their character, draws the top card of the deck, foretelling a task, a reward, and a monster in their future.